Welcome you guys! This is the first official video in the new apartment. As you can tell, it is completely blank behind me and I'm gonna give you guys a full tour once all of our stuff comes in, which is hopefully by next week. We have zero furniture right now, so all we have is a mattress on the floor and then a fold-out table and 2 chairs, and that is literally it. We've taken the first couple of days kind of easy, just editing videos and going out to eat and stuff. Especially after being on the road all week, it's nice to finally be in one place and not have to like pack up and go right away. So that has been nice. So I'm feeling antsy and I really want to get to work. And during this move, I've been feeling really creative. So I've been getting more into my journal and my sketchbook, and I have a couple ideas that I really want to try out. So that is exactly what we're going to do today. This is the first Ikea trip since being back, and it feels so good to live less than 15 minutes away from one. It just feels so much more convenient than doing 45 minutes to an hour when we lived back in Chicago. So I have some things that I want to get for the apartment that we're missing right now, and then obviously also get the items for the projects. I'm hoping that they have some of their holiday stuff out, as well as the Gustav Westman collection. I've been seeing it all over Instagram and I want to see it in person. I have my eye set out for, which one is it? It's like the vase, I think. And then also the teacups are super cute, so we'll see if they have them in stock. But yeah, let's see what we can find. I also just got this giant yellow bag, and I also brought my blue bag. So I guess I'm very on brand for Ikea today. These are the same hooks that I painted. I had no idea that Ikea did a DIY version, but this is with fabric, which is honestly such a good idea. I really like this setup, and I'm thinking about doing this in our DIY studio, but I'm not sure yet, so I'm gonna think about it. We're jumping right on into the first project, which I actually did not see this piece at Ikea in person, so I'm hoping that it's good. This is what I got. It's a new piece at Ikea and it's unfinished, which means that it's perfect for DIYing. I am always looking for ways to store things while making it look beautiful, and something about me that I feel like I've been fighting for a long time is that I just do not put my shoes away. I always just kick them off and put on some slippers, so I just need something very convenient to put the shoes away without always having to hide them. And unfortunately in this apartment we do not have an entryway closet, so I can't just like kick them off into a closet and then close the door. Also, this is only $25, which is a great price, so I ended up buying 2, which hopefully will fit perfectly in this little nook. But they are very plain, so I want to add some stain to them and then also add a little bit of a pop of color. Wait, I just thought of another Ikea hack idea. So look at this, you guys. I just stacked them on top of each other, and this actually looks really cool. Like, you could use it as a shoe rack like this or turn it into bookshelves, which I think would be a really cool idea as well. So maybe that's something that I can make in the future. So now that these are built, I'm gonna go ahead and sand the whole thing, and then we're gonna give it a nice coat of stain. I'm thinking of something a little bit darker. The nice thing about this is that it's completely unfinished pine, so it is really easy to DIY. As you can probably imagine, we are trying to get things back on track, especially after being on the road for a full week and just throughout this whole moving process. It feels like we have a fresh start. And for me personally, I feel like fall has always been the most transformative time of year for me, especially as the year winds down and we get closer and closer to 2026. It feels like now is the best time to make some changes, and that is definitely starting with our health. I'm really excited to partner up with Function Health to do just that. If you haven't heard of them, they are doing absolutely amazing things. Function Health is a proactive health membership designed to give you control over your health through regular diagnostic blood testing, personalized health insights, and telehealth support. So to get started, I did a little questionnaire. It asked a couple of questions that I just put in my answers for where I'm at right now and also what I want out of my results. And from there, you can book an appointment at a local lab for whenever you're available. So what's amazing is that you can test for over 100 biomarkers, and this is data that a lot of people don't usually get to see. I think it's really cool that you're gonna learn a lot about yourself through this process, and you can test things like heart, hormone, toxins, inflammation, stress even. For me, I'm really interested in seeing just my overall health as well as fertility because, as you guys know, I am reaching up to my mid-30s. So Brian and I are definitely talking a lot more about family planning and what that looks like. Starting a family is such a huge step, and if we want to do that in the next year or two, I really want to be prepared, and having this insight is really going to help me make better choices and live healthier so that we can move on to that next step. Their whole mission is all about providing you with actionable insights into your health. So if you guys want to get started, I do have a link down below. They gave me a special offer to share with you guys. So the first 1,000 people to click on my link will get $100 off of your first year membership, which is huge. So if you want to check out Function Health, I will have all that info down below for you. Doesn't this look so much better with the stain? It definitely looks a little bit more expensive, and I'm actually going to add some faux tiles onto the top here. So I found these peel and stick tiles, which are honestly just like little stickers, and they are labeled as Spanish Portuguese style. I'm not sure exactly which one it is, so if you guys know, put them in the comments. Maybe it's a mix of both, but I really love the blue and white, and I think with this color of the wood, it's gonna look really good. And this pack is really nice because it has a good mix of pattern tiles as well as more like design tiles. So these ones have a big like floral design in the middle, and then these ones all have this nice crisscross design. So my plan is to mark off the middle here and then just alternate the tiles so that the design is nice and balanced. Good news, you guys, we have our furniture, so I actually have a place to work now. But the bad news is that I have to spend a whole week going through all of the boxes because it is absolutely chaos around me. But we are jumping right on into the next project. So for this, I'm using two pet food bowls from Ikea. I saw this idea floating around and I thought it was really genius. You can honestly use any type of container for this. So we are actually going to turn this into a self-watering plant pot. So I actually did not move here with any of my plants or any of my plant pots. So I need some ASAP. Nothing beats having a real plant in a room. I just feel like it makes everything feel so much more alive. So I'm excited to go plant shopping, get a little plant baby in here. So you can honestly get two of the same size, but I liked that if you stack these together, it creates a more unique shape. So you can really do any type of configuration that you want. They even had a smaller bowl, smaller than this one, that I thought would look so cute as having like a 3-tier layer, but they didn't have it in stock. So I'm just sticking with these two. And one thing that's really nice about this is that it's not too shallow. So you have enough room here to actually put a plant and put some soil in there. So the first thing that we have to do is to add a hole in the middle here for some drainage. I'm just using a diamond drill bit. I've learned the hard way that these are the best for drilling into ceramics. So I'm thinking this is gonna work a lot better and should not take me very long at all. Base coat is on, and now I'm trying to figure out what to do for the design. I actually had another idea, but now that I'm working with it, you can kind of see the lines peeking through because there is an indentation from the previous design. So I feel like I need to work with that, and what I had in mind isn't gonna work. So I'm having a hard time trying to figure out a design that will still be linear but fun. So let me brainstorm and see what we can come up with. So like I mentioned earlier, I will be showing you guys around the new place super soon. I usually do a completely empty tour for you guys, but this time we are switching it up and I want to walk you through the whole entire place with all of our furniture and what my plans are for each one of the spaces. Our road trip to get here was really amazing. We basically took Route 66 the whole way through, so it was really nice to take a week break from working on any projects, but I am definitely ready to jump back into it. I even made sure to pack some supplies with us so that I could get started because I knew the moment that I got here that I would want to start making something again. So I'm working on what I have, but until I get everything in, I've been doing a deep dive into journaling. That is my current hyperfixation. I am a big stationery lover through and through, and journaling is something that I've always done on and off, but this time I feel like I've been very consistent with it. I think I actually want to DIY a leather journal for the new year, so stay tuned for that. And in my journals, I've been writing down a lot of DIY ideas and sketching out some fun projects, so I cannot wait to get started on those for you guys. Not gonna lie guys, I was absolutely hating this when I was starting it. I don't know why, it just was not turning out how I wanted it to, but I stuck with it. I had to do a couple of layers of the paint, but it's turning out so cute. I love these colors together, especially with the blue. I feel like it's a nice pop against all the otherwise very neutral colors. I still have to do the bottom, but it's been several hours of me painting this and I need a break, so I'm gonna pick back up tomorrow. I want to pick up a cute plant for this, so I think we're gonna go to Rogers Gardens, which is on my fall/winter bucket list right now. Every year they do an amazing Halloween and Christmas market, and I really want to go this year. So I'm going to bring you guys along for a quick trip, and we are going to get our first plant for the new apartment. Let's turn this into a self-watering pot. So first you're gonna need some type of rope. I'm just using macrame because this is what I have, but some type of thicker cotton rope would be perfect for this. The little one is where we're gonna put our water, and then the big one with the hole in it is where we're gonna put the rope. Okay guys, I need to know your thoughts on these projects. I am really happy with how they came out. I think the plant pot is my favorite from these projects because it is so helpful and it works really well. So if you have not yet made a self-watering pot before, I would highly recommend, and you could probably do it with things that you already have around the house. So definitely try it out. Let me know your thoughts down below, and if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and also subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're not already, make sure to follow me over on Instagram. I post every single day over there, and I actually have a couple of fun projects for this month, so make sure you guys check it out. All right, that is it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay inspired, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.